They'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for Indy. 41 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Duvernay with career touchdown number 70. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
No, we changed it.
Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of the Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, but from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning. Because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. He had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on 3rd and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Andrews. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Colts defense comes up with a goal line stand. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Play action. It's Jackson. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills and, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a...
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. 2nd and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Colts are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Well, he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. 95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Now Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Again, it's Taylor. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Ball at the 6, 3rd and goal. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. A field goal gets them the lead, but they'll risk it here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Going up top. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. 115 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. First and 10, Taylor now. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, the next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Jackson on first down. He finds his man complete. That's McLaughlin. They go play action now. Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Again, Jackson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Colts are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Second down, another run with Taylor. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on third down, Watson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
We are headed to the fourth here on Thanksgiving night. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
126 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So an important one there as they widen their lead in this 4th quarter.
All right, partner, help me out with the math here. Make sure I am on point, because the way I see it, the other guys still need 2 touchdowns, but in addition, a 2-point conversion. So this is all about them playing perfect football from here on out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Jackson now. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
We changed it.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running left, Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
177 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
This is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
So it's a win here for the